remember being in Fruitland, Idaho, which is just outside of Boise, kind of near the Oregon border, at your house, or at your parents' house. I met Pat, and I think that's a wonderful story. And what a legacy. There's still quite a few people that know and love Pat, that were introduced to Nikken through her. And wow, and I guess that's how we met you, of course, too, is because of your beloved mother. So, in fact, maybe you could kind of kick it off telling a little bit about her, because she is a remarkable lady, and I can remember her still lifting her head or her foot high over, higher than I can do it.
My mom came to know Nikken because she had MS. She had multiple sclerosis, was diagnosed, and could not find solutions that were working for her. And through Nikken, her life became totally changed. It was really, though, the vision that Mr. Masuda had, Isom Masuda, the founder of Nikken, that she latched onto so strongly. The idea that people all over the world could be healthy in 5 pillars, 5 important areas of life: a healthy mind, a healthy body, having a healthy family, society, and finances. And she totally believed in that idea. Nikken physically gave her life back. It improved her physical health, and she lived many, many years, 15 years with excellent health that she would not have had otherwise. She's since passed on. But Nikken gave her life back in so many areas, and one of those was not just physical health, but also this passion for helping people globally.
Oh, that's exciting. In fact, you've kind of carried on the tradition. I think one of the hallmarks that you have is just this idea of being a personal coach. You've touched a lot of lives. And when you say been around the world, are you getting close to, what, 120 different countries that you've been in and helped a lot of people? And, of course, being involved with Nikken as a Humans Being More facilitator for, a lot of those years. You're one of the more popular Humans Being More facilitators. So what a neat job, being able to go around the world, travel, see lots of people, make a difference, and earn a living that way. What a wonderful thing, being on a mission. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you got into this. What appealed to about all this for you?
Well, I first went to Humans Being More in 1996. My mother encouraged me to go, and when mom encourages you to do something when you're in college, you usually don't want to do it. You want to be on your own and doing your own thing. But I finally gave in to her advice and took her suggestion, went to Humans Being More, and was just blown away. You know, the thing, Dave, that really struck me so profoundly was this idea that in 2 days, you could make changes and choices that would change your life forever. Sometimes we think change, takes years. You got to go to years of therapy or years of counseling, or you got to, sit in the pew for decades before you can change. But it's not true at all. And actually, the great spiritual leaders and the great coaches, of our time have always taught that change can happen in the blink of an eye, that change can happen immediately, changes in someone's heart, in their mind. And that's what I found happening for me at the Humans Being More I went to. I was changed. And that's what we want for other people. That's why I'm so passionate about Humans Being More, about being involved, and why I'm so grateful I've been able to work with Nikken and do this globally. Nikken is in over 40 countries. I've been to 118 countries now. I do training, I do consulting, I do coaching work in countries all over the world. And being able to help people to make that choice to change, to enjoy true happiness, true fulfillment in their life, it's amazing. I wouldn't want to do anything else. For me, this is my life's work. And it's not just work, it's what I love doing. I would do it for free. Dave, if you gave me a sandwich every day, you gave me a sandwich every day and said, here, I'll pay the plane tickets, I'll fly you around, I'll set the seminars up, and just gave me a sandwich, that would be payment enough. because I just love doing it. It's really an amazing concept of people being more than they could be.
It's powerful stuff. Wow. You're
Yeah.
getting me excited. When I first got into Nikken, it was because of the profound difference that you can make with a product, almost instantaneously many times, and it just felt like a mission. And it's very humbling and rewarding, and feelings of gratitude, all of those wonderful things that go on in your life when you share the gift of Nikken, because you can literally give somebody a whole second chance as far as their physical health with these with this product, the business. It is a transformative business. In fact, when I first got involved with Nikken, I shared this with a friend, and after he listened to me, he said, "Oh, I would never want to be involved in something where you have to go out and change people." And I thought, wow, I would never want to be involved in anything where you didn't have that opportunity, because that's what it's all about. That's the great rewards, is leaving people better than when you first found them, where you can actually be an influence for good. And then Nikken, where we actually harness and multiply that, and that's basically not just something that we accidentally do when we interact with people, because we all have influence, and hopefully mostly it's good, but not only go out and do influence, but have product and a marketing plan and training, that all of that is the prime directive, where we actually do that on purpose. The compensation plan has this multiplying effect. It harnesses what we love to do anyway, and that's to share. And when I first got into Nikken, I was all about building an empire with Nikken, and my sponsor said, "You need to go to this training." And I thought, well, I'll go later on when I have time, but I got to build my business. And he says, you got to go. And I went, and I just thought, oh my goodness, this is what it's all about. And like you said, I saw people with, you could say, maybe some considerable baggage or burdens that they'd been carrying around, sometimes even from childhood, and I saw those lifted, where people were changed in a weekend, and it was just really neat to see that. And so I look at this compared to anything out there. If you measure success in terms of making the greatest difference to the largest number of people, then hands down, Nikken is the opportunity par excellence compared to anything that you could do. So, wow, and it's just a privilege to be talking to you. My goodness, Jeff, we got something going. Jeff, tell us some stories. What have you seen happen? What are some of your favorite things that you've seen with people?
You know, the thing that has impressed me the most recently is the idea of permanent change, because at the trainings you see people literally experiencing miracles in their life. You see people who often will show up in the morning on day one and really feeling down and not having a lot to look forward to, not a lot of hope in their lives, and 2 days later they are a different person. Their face, their expression, the way they hold themselves, their breathing, everything. They just, you know, have changed. Something has occurred. But what I've been noticing is when I run into people, when I see people again, 6 months, a year, 2 years later, that those changes have stuck, that they've been able to continue to act on new beliefs that are more empowering, that are more helpful, that are more beneficial in terms of sticking to the changes that they want to make in their lives. And it's been amazing. So people who make a decision, you know, they're going to lose 40 pounds. And I run into them a year later, and they've done it. They've lost 40 pounds. They're exercising daily. They're eating great foods. It's just amazing to see that, you know, to see people make changes that then stick, and that they continue. They change their life. They don't just have a great 2 days, but they make changes that last. And that's what I've enjoyed seeing most.
That's pretty neat. You know, if you think in terms of just general, everyone would love to be happy. We're all interested in success. And I've heard that, and of course it's just, I think it's self-evident. We know that success and happiness really is dependent upon our relationships with other people. And the thing that's really impressed me with this Humans Being More course is it increases our skills and confidence in just dealing with other people. And so it is going to make you more happy. It is going to make you more successful. It's a powerful course, and all of the forward-thinking companies, all of the, from good to great, all of the companies that we admire that are really moving ahead, what they do is they invest in the most important part of their business, and that's their people. And so they have different courses. Have you heard about the different courses that corporations have, and what kind of charges that they pay? What a typical course costs, and how that would compare to Humans Being More? Maybe give us some ideas on that.
Well, corporations invest a huge amount of money in their most valuable resource, their people, and in training them. And it's typical for a corporation, a company, to pay a speaker anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 to come in and train their people. It is not cheap. It's very expensive to do. Your higher end speakers who are well known on the international stage can command figures of $50,000 to $100,000 for an hour of their time or a day of their time. So Nikken, like these other companies, invests a lot of money in training its people and providing the very best possible training for the wellness consultants who are part of this global industry of health and wellness. And the unique thing, though, about Humans Being More is the cost that Nikken provides the training to its wellness consultants for. You could go to a three-day training with 10,000 people put on by Tony Robbins, and granted, he's a phenomenal individual, and you'll pay $1,000 for that three-day training. You could go to a two-day training and spend anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. But Nikken has allowed its wellness consultants to partake in a phenomenal training at a very low cost. Nikken University is not in business to make money. It's not a profit center for Nikken. Nikken University is in business to share the mission of Mr. Masuda, which is humans being more, people being the best they can be. And so Humans Being More has always been a very inexpensive class. It's inexpensive, but incredibly valuable. The training, the knowledge, the ideas, the environment that's created is not matched by any other company, by any other training enterprise. It really is an incredible value for the people who choose to attend.
I've had quite a few people that have attended these courses in their corporate life. Maybe they've spent a couple of thousand on their own on one of these special weekends, and consistently I've heard that Humans Being More, it's the best. It's simply better than anything that they've attended, and it is transformative. They're just not the same. What a bargain. Another thing about what you were talking about, that Nikken isn't using this as a profit center. One of the things that I really think that really kind of is an evidence of where Nikken puts their heart and their investment and interest is the scholarship program. Could you talk a little bit about that, Jeff?
Yeah, of course. Nikken provides a scholarship program for young people, for youth ages 16 to 22. Anyone who is that age can be offered a scholarship by someone who's paying to attend the course. So an adult who's going for the first time and paying $195, they can offer a scholarship to a young person. Whether they're related to them or not, any young person can receive a scholarship from that person. A repeat, and this is amazing, somebody who's already gone to the training can come back and go again for $49. To do a full day training, $25 a day, it's really unheard of. To do a full day training, 2 full days for $49, it's unbelievable to have that kind of access to this kind of a quality program for that price. But someone who pays $49 can also offer a free scholarship to a young person 16 to 22. And Nikken does this because they know that young people are the future and that we need to invest in their personal leadership skills. That young people, if they are lacking something today, it's the ability to make committed decisions to their life, to invest in their life in ways that will have long-lasting effect. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in Facebook and texting and YouTube videos, and everything is just so fast and so rapid in our technological world. Every 60 seconds, something new, you know, is in front of you to catch your attention. And Nikken realizes, you know what? It's investing in yourself daily over a long period of time that really allows for change to be made. And that's true for young people. Exercising personal leadership. So for young people to be able to attend this course for free is amazing. And we've had an incredible number of young people take advantage of this opportunity. And it's all through the participants who are coming, paying $195, $49, not expensive, but then offering a scholarship to someone they know, someone in their community who would benefit by going to the training.
All of my kids have gone, and that's not a small amount, all 11 of them, and it has been a wonderful investment. I think in my own mind, when I first went to that was one of my first thoughts is, what kind of world would we live in if suddenly every kid, my dream was having a high school graduation requirement, that if you wanted to graduate, you had to attend Humans Being More. If that happened throughout the world, we would suddenly live in a whole different world, because I don't know, it bonds. And you know, the most powerful force there is just love and human emotion. It can affect everything, and boy, if we could have the positive parts of the emotion, it'd be a wonderful thing. I just think in terms of probably the best thing we could do for quote world peace would be just to build a Nikken empire, because nobody's going to want to harm their downline. But we've really got something here the world needs. There's so many people that are searching. Right now there is concern. Where is the leadership today? What is there to believe in? Where could I put my energy where I know that it will go somewhere? And I don't know, I just love the good ship Nikken to be on, where it offers this hope and direction, and something to kind of sail through these uncertain times that we're in right now, and to lock in our children too. So it's just what a neat program. When you look at business, the whole idea to even justify being in business is you need to have some type of product or service. And when I looked at Nikken, I thought, wow, you know, magnets and different things like that. What a wonderful product, because we've got something that everybody needs and nobody has. And pain, of course, that's something that's really not a pleasant thing. It can really affect every other aspect of life. If you're hurting, it just isn't fun. And if you can take somebody's pain away and to actually see somebody many times where they've been hurting for years, and sometimes right before your eyes, that is removed from them or greatly reduced, and they start to cry and come and hug you, I think that's a wonderful thing. But also there's a lot of other pain, emotional pain and other burdens, and the Humans Being More can lift that. And it's just such a wonderful business where we're offering something to change everything. And in fact, the idea about magnets or whatever we have to help people, I've come to believe that maybe that's something that we sell so that we can afford to do the real product. And that's Humans Being More, and just helping people realize their potential greatness, because all of us, as William James talks about, that we all know that on any given day that the incitements of that particular day don't call forth the enormous potential, the hidden reserves that we all know are within us, and that compared to who we could be, we're only half awake, that we have enormous capacity. And Nikken, I don't know, it can inspire us all to be, as the slogan is, humans being more. I love this idea of doing more, being more.
It's transformation. I love that you use that word. It's transformation. In every area of life, someone can have that transformation. And this is a vehicle to make that happen. I would encourage people, if they have not been to Humans Being More, if they have been and they want to experience that change, that transformation again, to definitely take advantage of the opportunity to be part of our Humans Being More classes. There are Humans Being More classes taking place coast to coast in the USA and Canada. They're happening around the world. There's always a Humans Being More nearby. There's always one on the horizon, on the calendar. And for sure, we want people to take advantage of this incredible opportunity to just be the very best person they can be.
You know, I just got back from the Pathfinder Summit down in Austin, and one of the speakers was Jeremy Wilson, who I met, actually got acquainted with him a couple of years ago when he attended Humans Being More for the first time, actually the first time as a married man in his late 20s who had put quite a bit of success under his belt. He had actually been a general manager of a large Toyota dealership, several other major business accomplishments, and he told us that what put him on track was somebody invited him to go to Humans Being More when he was 16 years old, and it just opened up his head like, wow, to just all the limitless possibilities, and it put him on the beginning of his journey towards personal development and just seeing what he could do. Gave him confidence and just this whole wonderful world of personal development. Wow. And now he's back, and then now he's actually building a Nikken empire, and he's going to be great. And it was all the beginning of when he was 16 years old, going to Humans Being More. What an exciting thing. And it's so fun to touch lives and just see what might happen when their eyes are opened by all of these exciting tools that are given to them through Humans Being More and also the Nikken opportunity. You must have a pretty good job.
I have a great job. I love it's not a job, it's a mission. We have a mission. You know, we seriously, we literally are creating a better world, you know, and it's not a job, it's a mission. It's something we do because we love. It's something we do because we enjoy, because it gives us satisfaction. It's fun. And it's fun to be part of a mission of creating a better world. There's nothing better that we could do.
A mighty and glorious mission, even.
It is. It is for sure.
We need you. Any one of you out here that's listened this far, I would encourage you to go or go again. I've lost track, but it's probably around 20 times, and each time I learn something new and get more excited. And after this summer will be 23 years involved in Nikken, and it's fun to still be excited. Most people I know that have been in something for 10 or more years, it just really isn't that fun anymore. And this is it's self-energizing. I really believe that one of the keys of just being young and alive is to be anxiously engaged in a good cause, to just go forth trying to do much good among a lot of people, and this is it. So we need you. Come. This is worthy of your commitment. Any last words, Jeff, that you'd like to share?
Yeah, people can look and see the schedule for Humans Being More classes coming up for the months of April, May, June, and they can go to nikkenu.com. nikkenu.com. They can find the schedule there. They can also register at nikkenu.com for all their classes. They can do that online for any Humans Being More class. We have a French class that's coming up in Montreal June 1st and 2nd. We have a Spanish class that's coming up June 8th and 9th in Santa Clara, California. So English, French, Spanish, whatever language you choose to speak or enjoy speaking the most, it's out there for you. People can also call in to Nikken to register, and let me give that number. It's 1-800-669-8859, option 5. 1-800-669-8859, option 5. So go and sign up, register today. I'm going to be doing trainings in Vancouver, in Calgary, in Washington, D.C. upcoming. Super excited about being in those places. Nikken is all over the U.S. and Canada. It's global, and it's amazing. It's amazing, this work, Dave, that we're part of. I'm so happy to be involved in creating the future, in creating a better world.
Jeff, you're awesome. Hey, I was again down in Austin over this last weekend, and one of my favorite friends, Reed Nelson, was up speaking, and he's been in as long as me, and he was alive. He was just, oh, look at this. This is just like the background. Boy, I'm matching. But Reed, he was up in front of everybody, and I just thought, wow, he is more excited than ever, and he had a lot to be excited about. He's kind of commenting that over these last several years that he's helped a lot of people do very well. In fact, he talked about a couple of $1 billion in sales. Several people have become millionaires. He's made himself over 40 million in these last few years, and I remember one of these early trainings that we had, there was a wonderful friend also, Kay Logan, who had been involved in a really horrific car wreck, and no one gave her any hope at all. And they just said, you're going to have to take drugs and you're going to be in pain. And she was hopeless, which is one of the most yucky words there is, hopeless. And the chiropractor called her up and shared Nikken with her and gave her back her life. And she had become a magnet missionary, and she was so passionate about helping people, what she was doing, and this was years ago, and Reed back then was doing very well, and a lot of people were really impressed with him that he was making all of this money, and Kay was actually offended by that, and she went up to him and even said, you know, I got in this to help people. I'm not in this for the money. And Reed, he's pretty indomitable, and he just took that in stride and said, well, you know, when I build a business and we have the very same products, and when these products are out there, they touch lives, and so I'm helping people too. And just the fact that I'm making more money right now, it just means that I'm helping more people than you are. And I've always felt that we have a moral obligation to make as much as we can in this business. And like you were talking about, a mission, Nikken, it really is. It's a stewardship, and we can really help so many people. And so I would just like to offer the key to success that Reed has, why he's built this empire and how he's done it, is what he says is the key is to roll backs, which is, if you're familiar with Nikken, one of our flagship products is just helping people sleep better and surrounding the whole body in this cocoon of energy. And to kind of give them an idea is we take the pad out, and then there's a thing called a mag creator, and we roll this up and down their back, and it just feels delicious. It's like bonding with somebody. And if you haven't had a rollout, you're missing something. So get a hold of your sponsor and say, I want that rollout. But Reed, he just went out and rolled a lot of backs, and then he told people they needed to go to this Humans Being More training. So again, if you want to make millions and help lots of people and have fun, roll backs and get a lot of people to the Humans Being More training, and that will pretty much take care of a lot of it. So, ooh-ah, let's go for it. Sure appreciate you, Jeff, and we'll see you on the Nikken Highway. But we've just begun. This moment right now is the best time I've ever seen to go out and share with people. It's very easy to engage people in alternative health, energy medicine, any of these terms that we use. People are looking for it. With what's going on with tax increases and just the economy that we're in, really the only option right now, if you really want to get ahead, is don't wait for some program. You're the program, and this is the map. get involved. A home business is the way to go, not only to make more money, but also to increase your legal deductions and just open up and have your own life. So get involved now, and this year can be your very best year ever in all the ways you want to measure success and happiness and making a difference. So come with us and get plugged in, and of course go to Humans Being More just as soon as you can. Thanks everybody.